Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your August 2018 general readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today, and welcome to any newcomers, any and all newcomers. Thank you for those of you who continue to follow, like, share, and subscribe, and to all of my regular and new clients out there, a big thank you to you as well for continuing to keep me so busy with personal one-on-one readings. Always an honor and a pleasure. And if any of you are interested in a personal reading with me, turnaround time is usually pretty fast, anywhere from a few days upwards of 2 to 3 weeks. Almost always within that time frame we can set something up for you. So if you're interested, you can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. I do a wide variety of readings in all areas of life. And you can find more information and my contact details by going to my YouTube channel's homepage and clicking on the little About button, or by clicking on the description bar of any of the videos that I post. All right, so let's move right on to this. This reading is for the Earth sign of Capricorn for August 2018. Let's see what's in store for our Capricorns for August. These are general readings, and they're always going to resonate a little differently in the details, specifics, and intensity, although the energy and guidance always remains the same. So if you know your rising and your moon sign, watch those videos as well, because they can provide additional clarification, or sometimes play out a little more predictably than your primary sun sign. All right, Capricorn, let's see what's in store for you for August. We begin with the moon, followed by the star. We have the Two of Swords, followed by the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Magician, followed by the Four of Wands, the Ace of Cups, followed by the Hierophant. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and guidance is the Lovers. Capricorn, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana cards out of 9. So a pretty important, significant, potentially life-shifting, pretty significant energies coming in here for the month of August. Looks like they may be centered around a choice of some kind, perhaps relationship oriented, although the nature of the relationship can vary. I know it sometimes gets a little aggravating to some people who watch readers when a reading seems to be oriented in one particular area that they really aren't interested in or doesn't have anything to do with their lives. But I have to go with the bulk of what I'm feeling, channeling, and seeing. I think for a lot of you, this has to do with a choice about a relationship where that will significantly affect a relationship, regardless of the details and specifics. And that relationship can be a romantic relationship. It can be a really close friendship. There's a very karmic thread with the relationship, and the choice appears to be pretty important and will significantly affect a primary relationship, because your overall guidance, focus, and energy for the month is the Lovers. Oh, by the way, I know my background has changed. It's not my usual background. I am doing my annual gypsy thing, traipsing around Europe, Eastern Europe, back in beloved Poland. I love this country, and I'll be traveling around from here, so that's why my background's different. I'm currently in a little flat in Poland. Okay, the Lovers. In the early tarot decks, this was not called the Lovers, it was called the Choice, and it showed a man standing in front of two women, or a woman standing in front of two men, the implication being that a choice, an important choice, major arcana card, an important choice needed to be made that was going to significantly affect the lives of a primary relationship, or the lives of everybody involved. So a pretty important choice, significant choice. And it could be about a relationship, or a choice about something, a decision about something which may affect a primary or significantly karmically connected relationship. This is a relationship that has a lot of, heat, passion, enthusiasm about it, regardless of the nature of that relationship. A very strong karmic connection there. I mean, this is a spectacular reading, Capricorn. In some ways kind of simple, but spectacular because of so much major arcana energy, energies of God, Spirit, your angels, and guides. The overall theme, I feel, it looks like, I mean, we have, in the first couple of weeks, we have the moon clarified by the star, and the Two of Swords clarified by the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. So the moon and the Two of Swords for the first couple weeks are next to each other. I don't know which one. This is first. This is second. First week, second week, although time is always fluid. So it looks like, you know, you may be feeling a little stuck, or you may be feeling a bit unsure of what's in front of you. And it does look like there's an important decision or path to be taken, or maybe it's one that you've just begun taking, accepted an offer, or taking a path that may be about a relationship, joining in a relationship, taking a relationship to the next level, getting engaged, moving in together, getting married, etc., or something which is going to significantly impact a relationship, and you're not sure how it's going to work out. The path is a bit cloudy. You're maybe having to rely on a deep sense of intuition or spirituality, and that can also prompt deep feelings of fear and anxiety as well, which is sometimes what the moon represents. Things are not so clear under the light of the moon as they are under the light of the sun. There's a lot of hidowy. I meant to say hidden and shadowy, so we just combined them together and made hidowy. A lot of hidden corners and shadowy recesses and nooks. Things are not always so clear, and the moon can also point to a deep, almost primal sense of spirituality. You know, the crab, the wolves howling at the moon, you know, that kind of primal feeling that the moon sometimes evokes in people, that sense of spirituality and that mystical connection that we have, and things not being exactly clear or understood. And, you know, next to that in the second week, we have the Two of Swords, which is a card about maybe feeling a bit stuck at a crossroads. The number 2 is also a card of choice, of duality, being at a crossroads. The blindfold on this can sometimes represent that there's a fear or reluctance, maybe based on some hidden fears that are maybe a bit nameless or not quite so easy to talk about. The blindfold can represent sometimes that you need to take the blindfold off and look at something that's in front of you that needs to be dealt with or that needs to be addressed. Maybe it's walking in and through these fears once and for all, but there's a reluctance and a resistance to do it. And as long as you keep the blindfold on, i.e. not really dealing with something directly or looking at something directly, then you can kind of stay in this crossroads place. But the fact that it's come up represents a choice needs to be made. The blindfold needs to come off so you can, you know, confront whatever the fears are and deal with them or walk through them in spite of them. And the underlying message under those 2 cards that represent the first couple of weeks is the Star and the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. I mean, the moon, these are both spiritual cards and intuitive cards. The Star, which clarified the moon, is the star shining in the darkness, the light to lead you out. It's renewed hope, faith, and optimism in spite of maybe what the past is or what you've experienced before, particularly if it's relationship, you've had a negative relationship history or whatever this situation is. You know, the Star represents that as long as you keep putting one foot in front of the other and walk into your fears and through them and give it your all, as this woman is doing, symbolized by pouring all of her pitchers of water out into the source of water that she's lying in or kneeling in, trusting that when she needs to be taken care of, when she needs her pitchers restored, they will be, because the source is limitless. God's spirit errant is a guide to love you, and of course they want your joy and fulfillment. So she's going to give her all, walk into her fears, even if it's shaking and trembling, in trust and faith that the path leads to joy and fulfillment. It is one of the wish fulfillment cards, and trusting in divine timing and orchestration, which is strongly at play here because it's right next to the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. A stroke of good luck, of good fortune, divine timing and orchestration working in your favor. The Star asking you to walk in faith and trust in that. I usually see the Star card come out after a period of darkness or challenge or pain. You know, sickness into health, winter into spring, darkness into light, heartbreak into healing, and the heart opening up again. So renewed sense of hope, faith, and optimism, trusting, walking in faith and trusting, giving your all and trusting, walking into your fears anyway, which, you know, it can be kind of difficult in the very fast-paced, short-lived world that we live in today. The Wheel of Fortune in the upright clarifies the feeling stuck too. The underlying message, Capricorn, is whatever it is that you're afraid of or that you're unsure of, and maybe you're afraid to look at directly or deal with, maybe by giving an answer or taking a choice or picking a path, Spirit is asking you to do it anyway, because they've got you. They've got your back. They've got your back. They've got your feet. They've got your hands. They've got your head. They've got your heart. They've got it all. It's okay. Empty those pictures out. Don't hold anything back. Continue to walk on this path. Wish fulfillment. They're going to meet and match you every step of the way. And you have more control over your life than you think you do. Sometimes feeling stuck in fears and not knowing how to deal with it also represents a lack of faith in our own abilities, wisdom, experience, and knowledge. We have more control over manifesting the happiness in our life and healing from old wounds than we sometimes think we do. You know, we sometimes fall into this attitude of thinking that everything happens to me and this is going to happen again, but you have more control than you think. Next, we have the Magician and the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a happy surprise, unexpected blessing card as well, meaning that there's a happy surprise or unexpected blessing coming within the next, usually it's not an indeterminate time, it's short, it's usually within the next couple of weeks, but it's an unexpected blessing. Again, divine timing and orchestration. It's like the whole bottom row, i.e. the message that underscores what you're feeling and thinking or in. It's like divine spirit saying, yes, but you're going to be fine. Just continue walking forward. The Magician says you have everything you need to manifest the kind of life you want. That's what the Magician represents. He's walked a long path. He's learned from trial and error, success, failure, triumph, and defeat. And he's reached a point now where, because of everything that he's been through and experienced and worked at, this is about perseverance, determination, taking all of what you've learned and all of what you've known and manifesting it in an external way to create and manifest whatever you want, because you have the power, the ability, and the road behind you with which to do that. Very strong entrepreneurial card. You have everything that you need. You have control, more control over your own destiny and your dreams than you think you do. You can do it. And it's underscored, clarified by the Four of Wands. Happy surprises, unexpected blessings, celebratory energy, things working out better than you could anticipate in perhaps an unexpected way that you couldn't have seen. Again, divine timing and orchestration at play here. I wish this was my reading. It's a fabulous reading, Capricorn. Even if you're scared, even if you're doubtful, even if you may still be feeling a bit cynical, walk in faith anyway. This one you've got. This one's covered. At or towards the end of the month, we have the Ace of Cups, followed by the Hierophant. Some of you may be getting a marriage proposal, moving in together, getting married this month, or preparing for it. The Hierophant is convention, tradition, can often represent taking things to the next level, convention, or a deeper level of commitment and responsibility. In work, that could be a promotion, which comes with additional responsibilities. In relationships, you know, it can mean whatever taking it to the next level is, but convention, tradition, you know, the roots that you come from, could be getting married, getting engaged, or having a serious committed relationship, because it's crowned by the Ace of Cups. Brand new beginnings or brand new opportunities, the start of a new path. Cups is emotion, water, relationships, feelings. So this is a new emotional awakening, the heart opening up again, maybe feeling hopeful and optimistic again, could be falling in love again, new love and romance as well, the heart opening up again. It's almost, you know, it kind of looks like, Capricorn, I mean, you can translate the same energy into job, work, and career, but I'm not feeling that that's what this is centered on for the most part, unless the decision you have to make, which is going to significantly impact this relationship, because I feel like that's what it is prompted or initiated by something to do with work. Maybe you have to move or relocate. Well, that's a very specific message. Maybe you have to move or relocate with work, and that relationship that you've been in for a while, you're like, okay, well, maybe now this is a time to go to the next level of commitment, because I don't want to leave and leave someone behind and not be with this person. So it could be that as well in terms of job and career. But it definitely looks like there's an opportunity with this very connected, passionate relationship to take it to the next level. I think things are going, I think Spirit is beating you over the head, almost doing everything but beating you over the head, saying, whatever your fears and anxieties and doubts are, walk through them. You have more control over your own happiness than you think you do, but there's also divine timing and orchestration and blessings at play here. Things will work out better than you, I think, are thinking of, better than you anticipate in perhaps some unexpected ways. And at the end of the month, we have the heart really opening up again, possible new love and romance, or a deeper level of commitment and responsibility, which is based on the heart opening, trusting, and hoping again. So a beautiful, beautiful reading, Capricorn. So happy to bring it to you. So that pretty much wraps up your August 2018 general readings. I hope that you have enjoyed it. It's a lovely reading and so powerful. It looks like a pretty significant month for a lot of you. Again, if any of you would like a more personal one-on-one reading with me, you can get that information and my contact details by going to my YouTube channel's homepage, clicking on the little About button, or clicking on the description bar of all the videos I post. I do readings in love and romance, reconciliation, compatibility spreads, career, work, and finance, and investment readings. I also do passed on messages from passed on loved ones, and 6 and 12-month overviews for those clients who are interested in seeing what's coming in all the areas of their life for the next 6 and 12 months, and gift readings as well. You can also, for quick answers to quick, easy questions, you can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo under Irish Gypsy, and that link is also provided. So Capricorn, I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the August mid-month general readings. And until then, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. And I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.